Yesterday, we talked about how we were going to come up with a thumbnail. I mean, the podcast trailer. Today, we're actually going to see the first draft, and I had two versions made up. So let's kind of go through it, see if we can talk through it.
Tell us a story about how you got your first Section 8 tenant.
It's a single family home. It's a two-story in Las Vegas. It's in a nice area. It's clean. And I had a mom in there. So the lady that I had in it was like, oh, I'm getting divorced. I can't afford it. I need something smaller now that we're like split apart. And she left. And she gave me pretty good notice. She gave me like 6 weeks of notice before she was going to leave. So right away, I just listed it again because I thought this thing's sitting empty for a really long time. And I had a lot of people contacting me that said like, hey, do you do Section 8? Do you accept vouchers? And there was one lady that contacted me and she went through the effort, like she filled out the application and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, I mean, she seemed like a nice lady. We filled in everything that I had asked for. She was willing to let me talk to her previous landlord, who it was also a Section 8, but she was having trouble. She's like, well, they're never fixing the water and I'm having all these kind of problems. And that's really how I kind of haphazardly ended up getting this property into Section 8. Like we had a really good conversation, but it was as I was going through and screening my renters, the lady that had just left, I was basically already like supplementing her rent because she had been there for 3 years or more. And I just didn't have the heart to raise her rent because she had young kids. And I knew that if I raised it, I just knew that she wouldn't be able to afford it. And I was like, look, I don't know anything about Section 8. I'm not registered in the program. And it was also because she had filled everything out and she was really honest in her application. And I just said, okay, I mean, send me the paperwork. And then it just kind of got the ball rolling. And it went all really smoothly. I did it all remotely. I wasn't in Las Vegas. I had it set up. I signed all their paperwork. I gave permission to my handyman. And he met them there. They did the inspection. And there wasn't really anything that they complained about. So I think part of it, too, if you want to get into Section 8, is make sure that your property is in good condition.
What were you renting the property out for before you got the Section 8 rental? And what are you renting out for now with the Section 8 tenant?
I was renting it out for $18.50, well below market rent, and I knew that this lady had 2 little kids, and I couldn't bring myself to say her on my phone. And now it's $2,300.
And from the time you selected the tenant right after she applied, how long did it take for you to kind of get an inspection in place?
From the time that my tenant gave me notice until I had the house turned over and had my Section 8 renter in there, it wasn't more than 3 weeks. But like this lady was on them also. She was like going their locks, like, I love this house, I want it, don't make me lose this because I can see like everything's functioning in here and I'm coming from this house where the guy wouldn't fix the water.
Oh, yeah.
And so she helped the process. So her rent portion is actually only $27 a month.
Has she like trashed her home?
No, I mean, I was there in the summer. She's been very respectful. In fact, she's like, I have a surprise for you because I just love the house so much and we spend a lot of time in the garage. And she's like, I epoxied the garage floor. Don't worry, I used a licensed contractor to do it. So she actually improved the property a tiny little bit. Like she paid somebody to come in and clean out the whole floor and a really nice epoxy finish on the garage floor. And it looks really good.
Okay, so that was okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I think I need to actually start the trailer here.
Application only. There was a handyman. Really anything that they put it to Section 8.
What were you renting the property out for?
Good condition.
What were you renting?
I think I need to start it out for. I think I need to start this trailer out at the 2-minute mark instead, where I was asking, let's start the trailer at the 2-minute marker instead. I asked, what were you renting it out for? Now let me see the last 8 seconds of this.
Tell us a story about how
$7 a month.
has she like
You because they just love the property and clean out the whole floor and a really nice epoxy finish on the garage floor. And it looks really good. I had more than one Section 8 tenant ask to move in. And ultimately, she's the one that I picked because
I got it. So, all right. So let's do this. So this is what I think we need to do. So let's start the trailer at the 2-minute marker instead, where I ask what you're renting for. Then we flip the order. So the first 2 minutes
getting divorced. I can't afford it. I need something smaller now that we're like split apart. And she left. And she gave me pretty good notes.
Hi, Sully. Thanks for being so friendly.
Hello.
Thank you for being friendly.
Right away, I just was
Is that that is not a mean? That's just watching a video too.
again because I thought this thing's sitting empty for a really long time. And how long people contact
You know what else next to get together?
Ow?
Yeah, it's like that thing. It's like this.
Did it stick together?
Yeah, I can.
Ow.
I should see.
Oh, I see it.
See
And
it.
delete it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I read it and then I did F. And then I did that one again, but it worked. And then I did it again.
Okay, what letter do you want to put in there? So by minutes, yeah.
I'm doing L.
Want to just do L only?
Yeah, I'm doing F and then L, but it was stuck
FL. It's not stuck together. That's how it looks like. So FLY, fly.
No, but that's.
It's not stuck together. They know it's different. They know it's different. They can tell it's different letters. The phone knows. I know what you're saying, but the phone knows it's different letters. Okay. Interesting. That's so interesting. All right, and then so for let's see.
contacting me that said like, hey, do you do Section 8? Do you accept vouchers? And there was one lady that contacted me and she went through the effort, like she filled out that, I mean, she seemed like asked for, she was willing to let me talk to her with Section 8, but she was having trouble. She's like, oh, they're never fixing the water leak. How I kind of haphazardly ended up getting this props. The lady that had just left, I was basically already like in screening, had a really good conversation, but it was as I was going through and screening my renters, the lady that had just
Wait. Lady.
left, I was basically already like supplementing her rent because she had been there for 3 years or more. And I just didn't have the heart to raise her rent because she had young kids. And I knew that if I raised it, I just knew that she wouldn't be able to afford it. And I was like, look, I don't know anything about Section 8. I'm not registered in the program. And it was also because she had filled everything out and she was really honest in her application. And I just said, okay, I mean, send me the paperwork. And then it just kind of got the ball rolling. And it went all really smoothly. I did it all remotely. I wasn't in Las Vegas. I had it set up.
All right, so here we go. So here's a new order. Take the
And ultimately, in section 1, the garage floor. And it looks really good. But
2-minute marker and end it at it looks really good. First, ask about the rent and it looks really good. Second part is what is the current original beginning at 000. But let's compress it by deleting 22 seconds of it from 108 and leave in the cliffhanger that you had from 326 to 333. Cool. So this is why I spent so much time on this part, right? It's boom. I want to get right into, hey, tell me what she's renting it for. Tell me blah blah blah, blah, and then tell me the story of how she got her tenant. Right. The story about how she got. Yes, Lay.
What this is here to me, but after I push one button, it doesn't make sound.
Doesn't make sound. Which letter you have? Let me see.
I'm doing cook again, but it doesn't make sound.
Let me see. CIRC.
I'm trying to spell ball.
Ball circle.
Yeah, I'm trying.
L.
No, I'm doing. I'm no. I'm doing cooking, and then but it's not cooking.
What's happening? This one.
No. No. A letter.
Which letter? Which one?
A c.
C.
Yeah.
That's a C.
No. After I push it, doesn't make sounds.
Yeah, it doesn't make sound yet. You have to finish the word before it makes sound.
No, but after I push a button means click, click, click. I'm asking cook, but doesn't make sounds
I don't have vibrations.
Or the keyboard click?
No.
Oh. Wait, my phone?
I didn't know if you wanted feedback on it. Okay, there you go. Thank you. All right. So this is why I'm spending all this time on a trailer, because this is going to dictate whether or not someone is going to stay for it. And honestly, this is also how I maximize the value per minute for someone that's watching the podcast. So even if they left after the trailer, they probably would have gotten so much information about, one, where she's investing, how she got her tenant, what she's renting it out for, and what a great experience that she has had with the tenant and with the housing authority. Okay. Hopefully this is helpful, everybody. Again, this is why I share a little bit about what I do for the podcast every single day, because I don't think people really understand how much work goes into it to just make it a little bit more enjoyable. All right. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's live.